at the International Tourism Film Festival for its Live South Africa campaign, which targeted travelers from the Netherlands, Belgium and Sweden. The campaign, designed to let audiences experience South Africa through the eyes of locals, struck a strong chord with the viewers. It helped contribute to a notable 5.8% rise in arrivals from North Europe between January and April 2025, with the Netherlands leading the way remarkably. Dutch travelers visited all 9 provinces of the country last year, a feat only matched by tourists from the United States. The winning entries highlighted unique South African stories, one from Madikwe Safari Lodge, chosen to promote safari experiences beyond the Kruger, as well as another from Travel and Tours, a female-run tour business focused on Soweto. Central to the campaign was the South African camera that was used from recycled local materials that allowed travelers to quite literally see the country from a local perspective. We're currently joined on the line by Abby Jacobs, acting hub head for North Europe at South African Tourism. Abby, thank you so much for your time and welcome to The Upside.
Hi, Tebogo. Thank you so much for having me.
Quite the mouthful that I just shared there. Suffice to say, congratulations on the 2 golden awards there. How does it feel for the South African Tourism to have bagged these?
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're very excited. Obviously, we put our consumers at the center of all the work that we do and focus on being data-led and using insights and, of course, being creative around that. So we're very happy that we got this recognition because we always just make sure to be creative and innovative in everything we do.
Tell us about the Live South Africa campaign. What was it all about? What was the central theme?
So specifically for North Europe, we localized the Live South Africa campaign for a North European audience.
Okay.
And what was central to it was putting locals as the hero of in the center of the story and having locals as our heroes. The reason why, as I mentioned, being insight-led is because consumers from that region, specifically the Netherlands, want to travel like a local. And so we thought, what better way to showcase the destination than through the eyes of a local? And of course, for our most recent campaign, we then created a literal lens to showcase South Africa through in the form of the South Africam, which was a camera.
Well, it's 19 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. We're currently in conversation with Abby Jacobs, acting hub head for North Europe at South African Tourism, to talk about the amazing awards, the awards that South African Tourism has walked away with. 2 gold awards at the International Tourism Film Festival for its Live South Africa campaign. It is focused on the North European countries of Netherlands, Belgium and Sweden, and as a result of this campaign, we have seen a notable 5.8% rise in arrivals from North Europe to South Africa, exploring not just parts of South Africa, but all 9 provinces. We'll continue the conversation right after this.
Annika Longi sur Channel Africa.
Nous allons danser au son de Haya, que je dédicace à vous tous, chers auditeurs, qui êtes en train de suivre cette émission Mix Vibration. N'oubliez pas, vous pouvez nous suivre à partir de l'application SABC+. Vous choisissez Channel Africa pour suivre l'émission en direct. Nous allons danser au son de Haya.
Annika Longi, tous les dimanches sur Mix Vibration.
This is The Upside for the best African vibes, groundbreaking content.
Well, let's continue our conversation with Abby Jacobs, acting hub head for North Europe at South African Tourism. Abby, let's talk about this Africam, the South Africam. Who brought about that idea? Was it yours?
So it was a team of people. I wouldn't take full credit. Of course, we have agencies that we work with, and we collaborate to get good ideas out. But at the crux of it, and obviously from the strategic side, we know that audiences from North Europe appreciate sustainability. They want to travel responsibly, and we also, as we said, know that they want to experience every destination they go to through the eyes of a local. And so the South African became a vehicle to doing exactly that, communicating South African experiences through the eyes of a local and letting locals be the hero of our story. And then, of course, creating a camera built from South Africa, from recycled materials. There are various different materials that we used, put together to make this analog camera. And then, of course, the South African became something we used to take photos, of the country. And then we then created a photo exhibition to showcase the destination in collaboration with the South African restaurant in the Netherlands called Braai. So it wasn't my idea. No, I'm not going to take the credit for it. But of course, it was a team of people, a lot of brainstorming, and also through our agency who assisted us in the Netherlands.
And Abby, where is this Africam now? Is it in a museum somewhere? Because that's where it needs to be.
No, it's actually in our offices in the Netherlands. And what we do is we take it with us for every single exhibition that we go to, for every activation that we have. That Africam is front and center. So yeah, it's in the Netherlands currently, but it can come back home. We actually will bring it back home. We'll decide.
No, it needs to be paraded around like this, the same way they would parade a FIFA trophy. We must parade this across the streets of South Africa. Abby, let's talk about the two winning entries. The Madikwe Safari Lodge, to promote the safari experience in South Africa beyond the Kruger. Why was that a chosen film?
So we wanted to showcase, again, one of the core things the traveler from North Europe wants to do is to experience safari.
Yeah.
And we know that they know all about Kruger. It's not about dissuading them from going there. Definitely not. That they already do Kruger. They do Kruger extensively. They do self-drives from Joburg. They do the 5-star game reserves. They do the self-catering. Like I said, they travel like a local. And so what we said was we want to showcase all of our provinces, and safari is a core reason for them coming to South Africa. And Madikwe is another really beautiful region that has safari that we then also chose to showcase for that reason. So it was really just safari beyond the Kruger to show that there are other areas in South Africa where we can do safari. We also showcase KZN, for example, in some of our other work, and we also showcase Eastern Cape. But for this particular purpose in this video, Madikwe was the chosen area to do safari, and Madikwe ended up being a winning video. So it worked out really well.
And the Soweto-based operator, I hope I'm saying it properly,
Yeah, but it's spelled So yes, Zandile Dlamini is the owner.
Why was that important to be a part of the representation of South Africa to showcase Soweto?
So culture and historic culture and urban culture is also a very important aspect that we want to showcase, and that travelers from North Europe come to South Africa to experience. And Soweto is a core iconic area that people from the region visit. Soweto tours are done in various different ways by lots of wonderful product in and around South Africa. But Zandile and the way she conducts her tours specifically is really special. She is from the area, of course. She is from Soweto, and she showcases things beyond the norm. Again, she showcases Soweto as though you are a local, and she's showing you hidden gems beyond the touristy streets, etc., etc. So the reason we want to incorporate people like Zandile, and we do incorporate people like Zandile and other small businesses and people who are from the communities, is because it showcases an authentic part of the country. And number one, we love showing exactly who we are to our tourists that come.
Yeah.
And number two, from a Dutch tourist perspective and a North European tourist perspective, they want to see the things beyond what the guidebook says and shows. And of course, we want to expose small businesses like Zandile and like our tours. We want to expose small businesses. We want to showcase our wonderful female-owned businesses in South Africa. And so it just felt like such a wonderful fit. And once again, ended up having us win. So that was really exciting. There was, in fact, 6 videos in the content series. And the other product also had similar characteristics. But of the 6, of course, the 2 won. And so, yeah, we're very happy that we happen to be showcased like that.
And Abby, why is visual storytelling such a powerful tourism tool?
Because it invites our audiences into the country beyond any other way. Visual storytelling exposes the personalities, exposes the stories, exposes the authenticity of the country. And it allows us to let the audience in on everything that's beautiful about the country. And so that's why visual storytelling is really, really important for us.
Oh, I love that. And how does winning this award or these awards impact South Africa's global brand as a preferred destination?
So we hope it'll have a positive impact on our global brand. But for North Europe specifically, what we aim to do with these campaigns is to build brand equity beyond what one campaign can achieve. When we build equity, it's something that's built over time. And through telling real relevant stories aligned with consumer insights and aligned with the data we have for our target consumer, in this case, North Europe, it allows us to build the equity in the minds and hearts of our consumers over time.
And how amazing is it seeing the North Europeans not just exploring the Kruger and the Western Cape and Cape Town, but all 9 provinces? How important is that for you?
That's very important, and it's such an achievement for us to have had the Dutch consumer do that, because geographic spread is, of course, one of the things we want to promote, is having each and every one of our provinces visited, because each and every one of our provinces have something really special to offer. So to have our Dutch consumer set actually say, we want to see everything, just speak to the frequency of their travel to South Africa. We know that for a traveler to visit all 9 provinces, you have to have come back more than once. Because first-timers, statistically, first-timers only do about 2, maybe 3 provinces at most. And the nice thing about returning visitors is saying, I've already done province 1, 2, and 3. I'm not naming over one, but I've already done X amount of provinces. I want to see something different. So the fact that we have consumers that have seen all 9 provinces is really something spectacular. The Netherlands specifically has a 49% repeater rate, meaning half of the people we get are people who are coming back. So they know that once they come, there's more to see, more to do. And so it's fantastic that they do, in fact, come back and do different things and then visit different provinces as well.
Oh, I love that. Abby, congratulations for the wins. And we certainly hope that we see more campaigns coming through from the South African tourism. And we're glad that those campaigns have converted into actual visitations and an increase in those coming to South Africa. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Tebogo. Thank you for having me.
The voice of Abby Jacobs, acting hub head for North Europe at